I'm the Senior Vice President of Global Sales and Marketing, and I'll introduce the rest of the team as we proceed. So we're going to go through a couple of new announcements and talk a little bit more about our strategy here at PacPrint and certainly the latest sort of initiatives that we're taking here in Australia. So excited to share that with you. So let's start with our strategy. It hasn't changed. Many of you have seen this over the years. We're going to continue to focus on the growth segments of the print market. We, through our eyes and through what you look at the industrial segments of that of the markets. The market is growing, ripe, and we're thrilled to be part of it. EFI continues to lead the transformation from analog and digital technology. We haven't changed our strategy from the early 90s. We started on the desktop with the Fiery, and we continue to move into these markets. Display was one that we did about 8 to 10 years ago, and we're following the trends in ceramic and the latest in textile, and the most recent is corrugated. So we've got some interesting announcements around the corrugated. And again, this is all the value that you guys write about all the time in terms of the industry. The big news is that EFI is investing in Australia. We have over 40 people here in the marketplace focused on the domestic business. If you have a look at the show floor, it's a testament to the commitment. We have over $5 million worth of product on the ground, really looking to share the value that we bring to the marketplace, not only from a software perspective, but all of the hardware. I think over the years, the feedback that we've received from the market is, is EFI committed? And I think, as you can see, walking through the floor, we are committed. We're committed to our customers, we're committed to our partners, and we're certainly committed to the marketplace. I've got a number of team members here. Ken's going to take over in a few minutes on the rest of the inkjet products. He's our Vice President of Inkjet Marketing. John Hensey, who runs marketing globally for the Fiery businesses here. As you know, we've got a lot of Firies in many of our partner booths throughout the show, and certainly important. We've got Andy Yarrow, who's now running Asia Pacific, and I've got a lot of representatives here locally to drive the business. So we're very, very proud of the continued focus that we have here in Australia. The drivers that of the digital revolution is we're still seeing the same sort of pull from the marketplace in terms of short run, online ordering, unique jobs, customization and personalization is becoming even more prevalent in the textile market. We're seeing that in packaging and corrugated. Manufacturing on demand with no inventory, distributed manufacturing, short distance supply chain, and again, what we're trying to do in every one of the segments that we talked about is really focus on the ecosystem. Everything from acquiring and pulling the content of that job to delivery and distribution. Let's talk a little bit about the analog to digital future. You've seen this slide delivered from Guy over the years. It's evolving. I mean, the latest is our take on the future with some of the latest technologies, certainly that we've created in the marketplace, and also through some of our competitors in the market. You're seeing that unique packaging and unique imaging on corrugated is going to be a reality. That part of the market is growing and growing rapidly, and part of it is due to the technologies that we're bringing to market. Fast fashion, you've seen a number of articles, most recently published by Amazon. Amazon filed a patent recently on the submission or the sort of acquisition of a garment, and having that garment produced on demand like you would have books on demand. So I would estimate in the very short-term future, 2 to 3 years, that you'll be able to order a garment, apparel, a shirt online and have it produced on demand because of the technology on the back end. And we're pleased to be part of that.
Is that your technology that Amazon's using?
Oh, the front end tech. It's a lot of front end, but they haven't really gone to market with it. but the assumptions are on the back end, the digital engines,
Right.
we have a big part of that. We've got a big part of that market, absolutely. One milestone is our Nozomi. You guys said this is our single pass corrugated press, one of the fastest digital engines in the marketplace. We were pleased to announce, was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago in Germany.
That we installed our first unit to a company called Mallozzi. And as you can see, it's this little printer here. It's about 100+ feet long. And we're seeing some really great results. This is an example of the output that comes off the press. I think if you look at just an average rated speed, is we can get about...
That's 75 meters a linear minute.
Full digital. So
Every image can be unique.
We also, during the FESPA conference, announced our second recipient of Nozomi, and happens to be not in the corrugated space, but in the display market, called McGowan's, one of the largest producers of display and corrugated output in Ireland, and in fact in Europe. So real pleased to have McGowan's. And we've got a number of companies around the world that signed a letter of understanding on the product itself. So great news here, latest and greatest on Nozomi. So from EFI, we're showcasing here at PacPrint. We've got our new EFI Pro 16. Ken will get into more specifics, but this is our new low-end LED hybrid product for those markets and those customers that have very low and roll-to-roll that want to move into a hybrid space where they can do both rigid and roll-to-roll. This is a great lead product. We also have in the Snarlington stand our FabriView 340. This is our 3.4 meter version. We've seen some take here in the market. As a matter of fact, we've had some customers that recently acquired this product, and it's in transit. So stay tuned on the updates for that.
Any reason why the Pro isn't a ViewTech, or is it a ViewTech?
So the Pro 16, so we call it, it's our wide format line. So it's branded EFI specifically for the low end, and it's really more around our distribution strategy that typically goes through our partners and our channels. It's just a segmentation in the marketplace. So low end, where we have our 1625 and our 16H is our wide format line, and then it breaks through the H2000, which is a ViewTech branded product. So it's again more distribution than anything else. We also have, as well as our ViewTech the HS125. This is our newest to the line, our high-end, super high-speed hybrid printer. This product has a rated speed of up to 125 boards per hour, and it's got some really nice functionality, some high quality, a number of new imaging technology, expanded color gamut, and we're really pleased to show this product here in Australia for the first time. The other product that we're debuting here is our LX3. We have it in the Spicer stand. This is an expansion of our mid-range, so our Ultra Drop series, our GS series, was really the flagship in the mid-range segment of the marketplace. This has been an extension of that. This product has some tremendous features. If you're going to get into more production with POP quality, we have a 4-color mode that has got an enhanced speed. We have the ability to go in and accessorize this with feeders and stackers that we have in our high end. So if somebody wants to get into sort of light production work with the finishing and feeding options, we've got that capability. And also thank you for that, it was a Print 21 hot pick as well. So real pleased with the results there. Also proud is we have our new Fiery NX station. This is an industrial design. And as you can see, we have it in our stand. We have it in the Fuji Xerox stand. Very ergonomic, reduced footprint by over 20%. We got a command workstation with a new user interface. So we're having that showcased at the show, and we've got a lot of positive feedback from our end user customers. And if there's any other questions, we have John here that's going to address that. And then we have our Pro server for the EFI inkjet line. This is a Pro server technology that allows our customers some real nice productivity tools for a lot of make-ready nesting production capabilities for the display market. And this is being shown in all the stands as well. Also, we don't want to go, it goes without saying, the partners that we have here in the marketplace. So not only the presence that we have and the commitment that we have to the Australian market, but we also have our partners that resell our technology, as well as resources to go out and drive the demand. So we've got Canon, Fuji, Xerox, Ricoh, and Resell. What I'd like to do now is turn this over to Ken. He'll get into more specifics on the inkjet products.
Thanks, Frank. So as Frank mentioned, we're showing the new EFI wide format Pro 16H on the Starleton stand, so 1.6 meter hybrid printer. Our hybrid architecture affords our customers that are entering the digital inkjet space a lot of flexibility. They can print on rigid or on flexible based substrates, all from one printer. So it gives them a tremendous range of application versatility. Of course, we're big believers in white ink technology. Again, it's all about creating and capturing value with new applications. And in the entry-level production class category, at about 90 square meters an hour, it's just a really versatile printer for companies starting up. And whether you're an implant, a quick printer, a litho shop, and wanting to get involved in the entry-level digital inkjet, it's a great solution. One of the things that's new about this printer, we're always looking to leverage the EFI ecosystem by adding the software, the hardware, of course, Fiery. And we've actually integrated the Fiery engine, one of the most powerful front ends in the market. We've integrated directly into the printer, and we're really proud that it'll drive a really fast and efficient color. Another new exciting product line for us is the EFI ViewTech 3R and 5R. This is a culmination of the acquisition we did a year and a half ago with Matan. So Matan has been in the roll-to-roll business for over 20 years. EFI ViewTech has been in the roll-to-roll business for over 20 years. Anytime you do an acquisition, you'd like to leverage both of them to the maximum potential value, so 1 + 1 should equal 3. We believe we've done that effectively. We've got a brand new product line available in 3 meters or 5 meters, leveraging the 7 picoliter Ricoh Gen 5 heads, really high quality resolution up to 1200 DPI. And it's the fastest machine available on the market, so up to 455 square meters an hour. So this is just an absolute screamer. On top of all the great speed, performance, and quality, our white ink, we've got some very advanced efficiency and productivity tools that are built into all the new EFI roll-to-roll printers. So an example, when you're starting to run things at 455 square meters per hour, the capability to do finishing inline becomes almost a requirement. Otherwise, you've got a bottleneck by the cutter or in the post-printing process. So we have inline finishing in terms of slitting and cutting, so an XY cuts. Frees up some capacity on your Zund if you don't have a requirement to do curves or unique patterns, to do XY and then capture them on a sheet collector. You can have a finished product coming off that press up to 3 rolls at 455 square meters per hour. So leading total cost of ownership, just driving a tremendous amount of value into the market. Of course, when you have speed, you don't want to spend all your time loading materials, so we've got jumbo roll handling. We've got high-end applications in terms of automated backlit and blockout capabilities, and some other productivity tools. Everything we're doing in our inkjet business and our software and hardware business is about helping customers do things they can't do today, or helping them drive costs out of their business, and certainly these tools allow them to do both of those. By the way, unfortunately there's not a ViewTech 5R or 3R here. As the lead marketing person for the inkjet division, it's one of those conundrums. I want to bring all my kids to all the shows, but we're actually, for the 3rd quarter in a row, we're in a sellout situation. So we're just ramping the factory to meet all the demand in the market based on the value drivers I told you about. So we'll look to have one down in the Asia market soon, as Andy likes to remind me. Next category that's really hot is soft signage. Here's a good example of a soft signage application. You know, why is soft signage so hot? So for a print buyer, Frank and I are in charge of the brand for EFI. We want to make sure, and we have a responsibility to our shareholders and the market, that our brand gets represented in the most positive light wherever we go around the world. EFI does over 120 trade shows and events a year, so that's more than 2 events a week. That just never stops, right? It never stops, right? It never stops. We're lucky. You know, wherever we go, it used to be you'd ship a trade show booth, you'd have these boards, really expensive. If you were lucky, it all showed up and it wasn't damaged. Now you could literally put this in a FedEx package. It actually showed up here. Andy can be a testament to it. In a small box, we pop it out of the box, we snap it in a frame, and it looks brilliant. My brand is well represented. It's got an upscale look. It's easy to install. I don't have to worry about wrinkles. And then if I want, I can take it down, pop it in that box, and ship it somewhere else. So soft signage is just a wonderful growth area for us, and we're really excited about that. If I look at the portfolio, we've invested heavily since the acquisition about a year and a half ago with EFI Reggiani. Again, we've leveraged 50 years worth of the legacy and expertise they had in printing of textiles. We bought that over to our display graphics business, and now we've got over 7 printers in the line that are helping display graphics companies get involved in this rapidly growing market called soft signage. So we've got the 1.8 meter fab review on the Starleton stand. We have the 3.4 meter fab review, and then we just commercialized a new product called the Fab Review 520. So 5.2 meters, really wide, seamless graphics for things like theater graphics or real big backlit applications in an amazing way. All the printers have the capability to print direct or indirect, so it gives customers a lot of flexibility in terms of application. Leverages water-based ink technology, so you've got some nice environmentally friendly inks and just incredible image quality. This portfolio continues to grow for us. In just over a year, we put about 90 machines into the market, so we're pretty excited about the soft signage applications. And then at the higher end, we've got the Pro Series. So just Pro Series means it's really fast, really efficient. Up to the fastest machine now will go over 8,000 square feet, so about 800 square meters per hour. So really, you talk about performance and productivity. That's got a leading category in the marketplace. As we talk about you know, these really fast presses, again, one of the things that we're committed to our customers is we want to bring efficient workflows and business enablers to their market. So we leveraged the digital storefront from EFI, and we brought to market a specific e-commerce for soft signage package, which essentially becomes an extension of a printer's channel by putting them online with advanced soft signage features, pre-populated templates, and allows them to have a web presence literally overnight. So think of it as a channel in a box that they can enable their business and grow. Mentioned the Fab Review 340. Thank you for the hot pick. We're excited to get the acknowledgement. Just an amazing printer for folks getting involved in soft signage. PromSide is in the theatrical business. They're located up in the UK, and they've been in the traditional solvent side of soft signage, and now they're invested in the EFI ViewTech Fab Review 340. Frank mentioned we'll have some announcements coming up here in the next month about some installs and commitments we've received here at the show, and we'll look to leverage your expertise in the market to get the word out there and share the local success story that we have. Just a note today, you know, we're committed to certainly the Australian market. We're committed to the global transition of analog to digital processes. We have the broadest hybrid portfolio available on the market today. We've got over 5,000 printers installed worldwide. The hybrid architecture from the 2-meter H2000 with clear and white ink capabilities, all the way up to the HS125 that we talked about, and literally every category in between. So we're excited about the strong ViewTech brand recognition. We've got about 40-45% market share worldwide, and And we look to build on that as we bring printers to market that enable new applications or help people lower their cost per board or cost per square foot. Just one mention on the GS 2 meter, and this technology is available for the 3 meter as well. Certainly the precise imaging technology with 7 picoliter. It does have a 4 color for productivity printing, or it has 8 color for very high quality printing, 2 channels of white or clear, and that's a new capability that we brought to market. So we can show the clear ink samples, and just gives an amazing effect whether you're doing a full flood coat on top of a display graphic print or selective area, to give that stunning pop and saturation that brands and print buyers want to achieve. We talked a little bit about Fiery, of course. You know, we want to, as the printers go faster, we want to leverage our expertise with the Fiery technology. We're doing that not only throughout our entire portfolio, including the textile business with Reggiani, the ceramics business with Crediprint, the Jetron narrow web label business. We're also doing it with many partners in the photo and production printing business, the contract printing business, contract proofing business, as well as all the partners that Frank mentioned earlier. John, how many Firies are installed now worldwide, roughly?
We've shipped almost 2 million Firies.
So 2 million Fiery engines worldwide, which is quite an accomplishment. Just 2 more slides and we'll be finished up. Just on the productivity software, you know, as these printers and workflows and the ability when you're printing 6,000 or 8,000 boards per hour, the capability to manage the requirement to manage that business in a really productive and efficient way doesn't become a nice to have, it becomes an absolute requirement. So the printer has to print really well, it has to print really reliably, but you also need software to intelligently manage that business. And we of course have different vertical markets with our productivity suites, whether it's in the commercial market band, packaging, corrugated is a big area for us, the publication, the mid-market, and we have a new version of our productivity software based on PACE for the display graphics business, and that's on display on our stand. We're showing digital storefront, we're showing direct smile, again as an extension to make print more relevant and more powerful to the marketplace. It's on autoplay here. Direct smile is a really cool marketing tool that allows print to be more relevant and targeted to the market. And then of course the e-commerce becomes the extension of that channel or brand in the marketplace. So last slide, and we'll open up to questions. We always like to end on this. You know, one of the things we're really passionate about is the majority of the customers that we serve are family-owned businesses. We like to, of course, help and support them so they can continue to invest in the future and future generations in their local communities. Of course, we enjoy and appreciate and value all the very big companies we work with, but you know, we're really about working for our customers, helping them drive profitability to their bottom line for the future of their business, and also help lower their costs. So on behalf of the 3,500 EFI employees worldwide, we're so thankful for you guys to come here today, and we'll open it up for questions.